What up, YouTube? You already know what it is. It's your boy, Mr. J. Indiana Jones, Mr. J-Indy Intellect. I just noticed, like I said, different. I be saying J. Indiana Jones first, and then J-Indy Intellect, but it was always J-Indy Intellect, J. Indiana Jones. You know what I'm saying? But you already know. You already slow. Check this out, y'all. I don't know what this video gonna be titled yet until I finish making the video. So that's what kind of video I'm doing. Let's see how healthy this is. This video is on health. Ingredients: pineapple juice, ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C. It has vitamin E and vitamin A. You got the nutrition facts. It is what it is. Potassium 340 milligrams, sodium 5 milligrams, total carbohydrates 34 grams, dietary fiber 1 gram, sugars 31 grams, protein 1 gram. It is what it is. Probably way more healthier than it is unhealthy. But you would probably rather get a pineapple and eat it. Or juice your pineapple yourself and drink it. You know what I'm saying? That's what you would probably want to do. Let's see here. I've been taking notes. I've been going through so much, man. It's been crazy. I just want y'all to get y'all health together though right now. Get y'all health together. That's where it's at now. Mainly all of the stuff that I've been talking about. I mean, I summed it up, and I can sum it up right now. So, if you take a look at all of the diseases that people get yearly and die from them, all of the pneumonias and the flus and the heart attacks, cardiovascular diseases, and you know what I'm saying, heart stop working, lungs, you know what I mean, lung problem, bronchitis, tuberculosis, I mean, you name it, just keep going, just all of these things that people die from yearly. And then you do the correct statistics on it, and then you see how many people die daily throughout the world for each category. So then once you contribute these numbers going back a year ago or a previous year before that and a previous year before that, and you can get the total amounts and you can see how much it was, you know, per capita, you know, so how many were in this state, how many in this city, how many in this county, how many in this country, how many in the world, how many in this province, you know what I'm saying, just everywhere. It's how many in this continent. But at the end, they're going to have all of the statistics. So you got a world meter going on as far as today is March 27th, 2020. As far as March 26th goes, from the tally up of the numbers that they are related as of today, it was roughly over 23,000 dead, and we breached a half a hundred million. Wait, 100. Yeah, so we should be at 50 million cases right now. That's right, 50 million cases. So, when you think about not saying the cases, but you think about the deaths, right? So it's a lot of everybody talking about the deaths ain't real, the deaths are real, the deaths ain't real. Show me the bodies. I'm one of the victims. Show me the body. Show me the name. Give me the obituary, you know, because usually when we die, that's what we receive. Throughout the time of me being quiet here for the past few days, trying to figure out what's going on in the actual community, because that's where it's at. Wherever you at is at your actual community. That's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like, wherever you at around the whole world, if you watching this video, and you know, wherever you're currently at is where it's at. If they say in the state of Indiana, this is going down, depending on where you located in that state of Indiana, that's where it's at as far as where you're at. You know what I'm saying? So depending on what your local officials got going on, and depending on how big or how small your town or city is, you will have a better intel in it or not. You know what I'm saying? The bigger the city, you probably have a lesser intel going on. As far as a smaller, town or city, you can hear more information of what's going on. I'm in some semi-what bigger city, but the location of where I'm at is, I'm straight. Like, well, I can't say I'm straight because it's like, all right, the state of emergency of where we at right now, whenever our president is put in a situation where we don't want to risk his chance of being in jeopardy, he will be located roughly, less than 15 miles to where I'm located at. Probably more so, like 10 miles. I mean, maybe 15. Roughly 10 to 15 miles from my location right now. No, probably less than that. It might be less than that. Yeah, might be. No, I don't know. Yeah, just keep it where it's at. About roughly 10 to 15 miles of where I'm located at right now. The president would be there in a bunker because I'm located by the Offutt Airfield Base. I'm not right by it, but like I said, roughly about 15 miles. You know what I'm saying? So, now mind you, what I mean. So when it was 9/11 and when he was on his jet, he was flying around the city of where I'm located at, Omaha, Nebraska. And Bellevue is where the Air Force Base is at. So, I mean, this is known. Like, they taught us this in school type known. Like, everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? Because we on the middle of the map. In the middle of the map, so we in the middle of our states. So as far as anybody trying to get to us, the middle is where it's at. So you got to go to the middle to get away from everything, right? If everything coming from the outside, you go to the middle. And then I'm pretty sure, due to the DUMB's underground facilities, it ain't nothing to get down to the, underground cities and all that. But that's a whole different genre right there. Yep. So I don't feel like I have anything to worry about. Mind you, where I'm located at is also the medical center where we have the only biochemical containment in the United States of America. And that's roughly about 5.5 miles from where I'm at. 4.5 miles. Probably like 4.5 miles from where I'm at. 4.2, 4.3. That's where our bio-containment facility, basically our quarantine facility. You want to know what happened when people were catching the, what virus was that? Ebola. Yeah. Ebola, my bad. When everybody caught Ebola, you know where they came? It was only 3 places they could have came in the United States. One was in Atlanta, one was in Nebraska, and one was in Washington, D.C., I think, around that area. They came here. We got the Ebola patients here. Those doctors that was over there curing people and stuff like that were trying to cure people and they couldn't, and then they end up catching it. They came to our medical center. And they did that here, you know what I'm saying? All that medical saving people lives happened here. But as serious as the containment was, you know, as serious, I mean, the world didn't shut down from Ebola. And that shit made them dropping like flies, boy. They was dropping. They were dying. Like, they were dying. Real rap jack. Like, no, they was actually dying from that disease. I mean, we can say, okay, however they called it, whatever. I ain't even look up where it came from. I don't even know nothing about Ebola, bro. I don't know nothing about it but the word, bro. And then I know about the people dying in Africa. And I also know where they were sending people from Africa to the United States to get treatment, to get better. And that was here. Now, were they really sick with Ebola when they came here? And did they just, you know, lie about it just to make it seem like they was doing a good job? Probably unlikely. But it's always the case. So I'm not picking sides on that. I'm going by the narrative. I came here, they got fixed. Why would I go by the narrative? Because it's actual people, factual people that I know here, you know, because I'm here. So if I didn't know people here and know things, I would know, you know, what's real or what's not. Or I wouldn't know what's real or not if I wasn't here. By being where you at and the product of the environment of where you at, because this ain't my environment. By any means, this is not my place. You know, I'm a visitor here. I'm definitely a visitor. But I must just be here. I mean, my inner self got me here. And I'm here. And I know when I don't supposed to be here as well, but I'm here. So I feel kind of safe just knowing that the governor here and the mayor here both coincide with each other. And our governor is like a buddy-buddy with Trump. So whatever Trump says, our governor is going to do. Mind you, the governor of our state has to basically host and hide the president during any situation where we at right now. The governor of my state has to do that I'm located at. You know what I mean? When you take these type of things in consideration, and me being in the state that I'm at and knowing that, I mean, we don't got no curfews. I was out yesterday. There was a lot of people out, just normal. The only thing that's not normal is the fact that our kids aren't in school, and it's certain businesses that are shut down, and things that we like to go do is not available for us to do. And then, you know, even at home, things that we like to do is watch basketball games and sports on television and stuff like that. And we can't even really do that much. We have to use YouTube platforms and stuff just to watch them, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they might air it, I don't know if they air it on ESPN and stuff like that, but they up here on YouTube, basically, what I'm doing right now, doing what they usually do on television, just like this now. Because they at home. It got the whole world at home, y'all. The whole world is at home. It ain't just us at home, and we know we at home because we at home, right? We know we at home. Everybody know they at home. And then when you look at this videos from different parts of the world, and I find like authentic type people like us, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to the big giant YouTubers that's got 100,000, 500K, you know what I mean? Even if you got like 50K views, I'm kind of skeptical, you know what I'm saying? If you got 50K subscribers, it's like, I mean, I know I should be able to get 50K subscribers if I really tried, but it's more so on some, I'm doing this out of spite. Like, I might put, PayPal up and Cash App up. You donate. That's okay. I'm gonna put it towards something what you donated it for. You know what I'm saying? I don't receive donations, you know what I'm saying? I have maybe a few, you know what I mean? Just a few, but people be getting guap off of this. This is people, if I get a whole bunch of subscribers and stuff, of course YouTube will want to try to pay me and they have to monetize me, but I'd be the type that probably not be too successful in making money because they'd probably be shutting my pages down like they did Eric Dubay, and they did, what's his name? I forgot his network, but they shut all his channels. He made 3 different channels. They shut his channels down. Like, they was just coming, you know what I'm saying, with that knowledge that people been learning when they call themselves waking up throughout the journey of them, quote unquote, waking up. So they was sharing a lot of different knowledges like that. Eric Dubay was one of the first, I guess you can say it, million view video content creator on YouTube that was with the flat earth, you know what I'm saying? So he was, going crazy, going crazy putting out content, and they was just trying to kick his head in because they was like, he did a little bit too much. Now it's to the point where you got teachers in school, like my daughter, she was like, the teacher had gave him a map and it was like flat, and then it's like, even though the map is flat on the paper, we still talking about a globe, guys, for all you flat earthers in here. Wow, you know what I'm saying? You got a teacher already just coming to the kids. I know half of y'all don't even believe in the globe, but we with the globe here in the school. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You feel me? And that's like on a different situation right there, but getting back to where I originally was headed, you got so many people dying in all these countries, and it's statistically, you can get all of the people that's dying from health issues now. So you on the computer, you click and you single out health in the world 2019 or 2019 to 2020, 2018 to 2019, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then you can check month by month too, if you wanted to. So now, quote me here, I'm not saying it's an actual website you can go to that's completely detailed on how I am explaining this, but the way that I am explaining this is the way that you would have to do the research in order to actually get these numbers if this is what you were trying to do. Maybe to prove me wrong, or maybe to actually see if it's right or what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is what everybody else is saying. What? A theory, a fact, a truth, a lie. You know, I'm saying what everybody else assume everybody else is saying, because no matter what, how anybody feel about what's what, even no matter if it's what, like if it's real, right? You still have some people who can be convinced that it's not. So it's nothing you can do about anybody else's perception of it, but at least bring it there. And if they accept it and take it, then they're ready for it. If they don't accept it and take it, then they're not ready for it. It's just like how they say planting the seed. You can drop off a whole bunch of seeds, and a lot of these seeds probably ain't gonna grow, or they might start growing and somebody cut the grass. You feel me? So if the grass get cut and cut that plant that was supposed to grow into a tree or a flower, you know, it's over with. So that can always happen on these journeys when you plant your seeds in people. So don't get discouraged the fact that you plant seeds and then you see people growing, but then they don't grow fast enough, or they don't grow, or you thought they were growing and they just wasn't. So with that being said, back to the picture. So you can go like every day, every month. So say somebody died, from the heart disease. What we have going on, and this is a fact, from nurses from Douglas County Omaha, Nebraska. Right on blast. Right on blast. I don't got no nurse's name, but I can get them. But that'd probably be, you know what I'm saying, crazy, and stuff could get a little, you know, personal then. I ain't on that much, but I do have information of a few things that's going on in these hospitals. And I can tell you the exact hospital that I'm getting this detail from. The Mercy Hospital here in Omaha, Nebraska. And probably definitely not one of our best hospitals. Some of the hospitals, as far as like the technology and how big they is and stuff, some of our hospitals is like crazy big and dope. And we got like a few of them, like maybe like 3-4 hospitals. I mean, we got the medical center. We got the Methodist. And then they got a women's center Methodist. That mother huge. Then they got the kids Methodist center hospital. Then they got a Emmanuel hospital. Yeah, a bunch of little hospitals everywhere out here. So, but the Mercy Hospital, from they nurses, number one, it's a letter, and I guess it was posted on Facebook, allegedly posted on Facebook from a 100% close source of mine. And they said the nurses who are catch the coronavirus and the nurses who are symptomatic of the coronavirus symptoms can still work until, I forget actually what prevent them from still working, being symptomatic, and everybody else need to self-quarantine that's symptomatic. But they can still work as nurses in the hospital as long as they're, I guess, you know, not fevering or, you know what I'm saying, pneumonia. You know, not really sick. But, you know, you coughing a little bit. Like, ooh, I got a little cold coming in. You know, I feel a little, nauseated a little bit. You know, y'all can still work. But if it's big, you know what I'm saying, like you weak and you definitely can't even work, nah. So basically, when you go to your normal job, even at a fast food restaurant, people in America, and you got a runny nose, you're not really coughing too much, you sneezing a little bit because it's allergy season now, and you got a runny nose and you sneezing, and you got to take like Benadryl and Claritin and all these other drugs over the counter, and you still go to Burger King because you got to make your money, and you just make sure you wear gloves and if need be a mask. Other than that, if you dealing with cash, you still currently blowing your nose and shit up front by the registers, but what you doing is moving out the way of people seeing you, or you walking to the back to go do it. If you're a cook, you'll go walk to the back to go cough or sneeze, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody who worked in the fast food industry, if you don't do this, you know somebody did this. And now tell me I'm a lie. Tell me you ain't been to no restaurant and you ain't seen nobody sneeze or cough. Who don't sneeze? Everybody sneeze and cough. Everybody get runny noses, all that, right? But you still go to work as a nurse. But as a nurse, you must sit here at work with those symptoms, but go home when it's the bad symptoms, just like any other job, like at a fast food restaurant. I'm calling in because I keep coughing and my head hurt and I got a fever. So I'm going to call in. Stay at home. It is normal, right? It is normal in a hospital. Even though they make you seem like it's not so bad, but I'm going to show you why it's not so bad. That's why Trump keep telling people it's not so bad. The own president of the United States is telling y'all it's not so bad. And I want to open up the country by Easter on April 12th. This is what the president of the United States said. He want to open up the economy in the country by the April 12th, 2020 on Easter. Let's see, that's 4/12/2020. That's 434. That's 7. That's 11. That's 2. Just doing quick numerology. But all right. Anyway, So he want to open it. He telling everybody it's not a bad. We good. We got this. We doing what I told y'all to do. We straight. Don't worry about it. I got y'all. We about to open everything else. Everybody else, like, the whole world just shut down. People are dying. They showing us these big numbers. We're doing things, uncharted history for the whole world. We got all of this going on right now. Trump, you tripping. Everybody know just from common sense. Everybody know just from scientific methods and theories that if everything else went like that and we jumped the gun, then everything gonna be horrible or crash and people gonna die. And you know what I'm saying? So that's what you got people thinking. Then you got woke people on some, it's the end of the world and it's the new world order and the government coming in and they taking over and all of this, right? It's all of that going on in this situation, right? But you have a president of the United States of America telling people what he want to do, telling people what we can say he's telling us what he feels, but he's actually telling us what he knows. He is telling us what he knows. He ain't telling us just what he feel. He telling us what he knows. As a job as a president, even though he say what he feel about a situation of what he feel like he knows. Same difference. So he feel like he knows of what this is. He's not just saying nothing out his ass. You know what I'm saying? So with Trump doing that, we got to realize this. And this is also confirmed from the nurses in the hospital. From some of our deaths that we do have in Omaha, Nebraska. From people actually factually dying. And is labeled and added to a death for the coronavirus total. And alright, backtrack. Not out that hospital a patient died, but as from a nurse knowing what to do on the paper for the people who do die if they were a person who was positive for coronavirus. That person will die, and then they will write their death was caused from pneumonia. If they had pneumonia and they died from having pneumonia, yet positive for coronavirus. So this coronavirus related death, mind you, in the news, they don't say the coronavirus killed this many people. They said the deaths are from coronavirus related symptoms. These peoples were symptomatic from coronavirus related symptoms. So being symptomatic from coronavirus symptoms, anywhere from the fevers, the pneumonia, the harsh cough, I guess any other factors that they add as a symptom that you got coronavirus, and these are the symptoms of coronavirus to know that you got them. Those type of things, when you die, mind you, every death always had somebody who had some other sort of sickly matter. Is no recorded death that I can tell you of that somebody died 100% waking up completely fine and then their life is just over in the blink of an eye due to this virus. And what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, J-Indy? If you know somebody who died from coronavirus symptoms, yet you knew this person and they didn't have heart problems and they didn't have, deficiencies in their body. They didn't have the normal problem medical issues that people die from daily a year. They didn't have none of those type of symptoms, and they died. And I know this person, and they died. This is for you people that are watching this video, if there are any in the audience. So what about us? I know my cousin, me and my cousin go run every day. And we hoop every day. And he got a little virus and it was sick. We both had the sniffles. And then, one day he just had a fever. And then from then, they start talking about it. We were like, man, you got to go check in. We took him to the hospital. He went to check in. And then 4 days later, he was dead. So what about him? This is hypothetically speaking as well. So for that guy, just because you go running every day and you play basketball every day and you work out and you think you're pretty healthy and my potassium good because I eat a banana a day. Yay. Bro, you don't even know about your body, bro. You don't know how to take care of yourself. Like, this is really meant for the health. And that's why I'm saying I'm trying to debunk this whole what's going on with this virus stuff to let everybody know that. Oh, well, I guess I got to get back to that. What I was saying about if I'm answering that person's question, what about him? Yeah, it's about the health. What do he eat? Bro, if you still eating, are you a vegetarian? Are you vegan? So if you are vegetarian and you are vegan, right? So are you putting the right minerals into your body then? Because now I know that it's by going vegetarian and vegan, I know you put in lack of products in your body that don't belong. So now are you putting the correct things that's supposed to actually go into your body now? Key. It's levels to it. You could put bad stuff in your body, right? You can also put stuff that don't even belong in your body. And you can put good stuff inside your body. Right? So, good, bad, don't belong. A lot of us are putting, well, all of us almost everybody, it's a very, very small percentage that's not putting what don't belong in their body. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, more so vegetarian. Like me, I'm a vegetarian. And I put lack of stuff that don't belong in my body. Sometimes I do put a few things that don't belong in my body at all in it. Right? Sometimes I do. But then you got to think about, so am I putting bad stuff in my body? And am I putting good stuff in my body also? So going back to your question, if you're not, you can say, well, he don't put stuff that don't belong in his body. Well, then that goes to, so are you putting good stuff in your body or are you putting bad stuff in your body? What do you mean by that? Oranges, for instance. pH scale. Alkaline or acidic? They low on the alkaline level, close on the acid level. You know what I'm saying? But then you look at something like a lemon, right? Mind you, it's citric, so acid. It is acid already, so that's a no-brainer. But you look at something like a lemon, a grapefruit. Oh boy. The things you get out of these fruits compared to what you get out of an orange. Apples, oranges, and bananas. You know what I'm saying? Those are main three fruits, right? Main three fruits they give you free. Walking in the grocery stores here, they got a little basket, and you can kids can get free apple, oranges, and banana that they just sit out up in there. You know what I'm saying? The way I eat lemons, I eat them like apples and oranges. Like I just go in. I peel the skin with my teeth and I go in. And that's how I eat lemons. People watch me eat lemons and I remember one time I used to work at Target probably about 5 years ago. And then the general manager, store manager, watched me eat that mug in the break room. He was just impressed. He was just like, he couldn't believe it. He like, I had to tell my wife, like, I just can't do it. How do you do it? I'm like, you gonna put some acid in you and drink some pop or some alcohol or something. I'd rather put a high on alkaline acid in my body. So mainly meaning the acid we use in our body itself already. This is a component of health for that. You know what I'm saying? It's not the acid that's gonna sit there and grow inflammation so that mucus can travel through the body freely. It's not that. So back to the debunking era, all it is when you die from whatever you're going to die from, that's medical. Around the world that we keep stats on, since it's a coronavirus, aka corona, which is crown, which is invisible, crown around us, the sun, you know what I'm saying? AKA the invisible enemy, quoted from our president, or the invisible virus. Hint, virus wasn't a word to 1952, and the guys who created vaccines never knew what a virus was. Louis Pasteur and Edward Jenner. Louis Pasteur and Edward Jenner. They developed the first vaccines to protect against viral infections, yet they did not know what viruses was, and yet they exist. A vaccination before there ever was a virus, even confirmed. Very interesting. And that's in the own stuff they write and give to us in these books. That's very contradicting there. But since there is a virus out, going with the narrative, if you look at the body counts, 23,000 plus right now, and it's March, that adds up, or might actually be a little bit under, or maybe a little bit over, or actually a jump higher at this time, or actually a jump lower at this time, but still in the proximity of how many people die yearly at this time from the diseases or malfunctionings of their health that take their lives from them. That is labeled down on the paper as a coronavirus positive patient who had symptoms, yet they died because their heart stopped and they had a bad heart. But due to the pneumonia they caught, it triggered the bad heart. So they died. And the pneumonia didn't kill them. Their heart stopped. That killed them. So they died from the heart problem that they previously had. So we write that down. This was the cause of death. The heart problem. But when we put the statistics out to the world of who died from coronavirus, since you only really dying from the coronavirus related symptomatic symptoms, since your heart stopped and you died from getting sick, a virus that's so bad that you died from what you was going to die from if you would have caught pneumonia anyway. Could this virus be the trigger to those colds and pneumonias for the people who eat bad and treat their health like they don't care? Is this the actual virus for them to get rid of them as the population control, like Bill says? Or could it be the invisible virus, like our president say, which just don't exist, and people are dying from what they naturally die from, what they gonna die from at a normal rate, And since people die from the things that the coronavirus is related to at a normal rate anyway, just tying the name coronavirus to it gives us a reason to shut down the whole world. Yet I still don't understand that, because it's still the same amount of deaths that you have. So we have all these people dying from all this stuff every year. Cancer, AIDS, HIV, Zika, Ebola, Mad-Cow, Chronos, you know what I'm saying, Alzheimer's and dementia, all these different cases of medical issues that people die from yearly. And we never shut the whole world down from one virus. Because mind you, if you separate the coronavirus statistic and just say that it's a true virus and people die from coronavirus, and you don't believe what I'm saying. So check out how many people died from pneumonia in 2019, and then also in 2018, and then also in 2017. Check how many people died from pneumonia in the whole world, or just in the United States. But since we went with 23,000 people, plus people, look at how many people died in the whole world from pneumonia in 2018. And let's say from January to March. Let's just say that, January, March. Or January, April. Or you could get specific and do the dates. Or however you want to do it. But, you know, go from that. And tell me, the amount of people that died from pneumonia, how far is it away from the people that died from coronavirus, right? How many, what's the difference in the numbers? I need to know these numbers. Is it a big difference? Is it a small difference? If it's not such a difference though, then you have to tell me why the whole world shut down. Keep that in mind. And that's why you got so many people talking about conspiracies. But it was already written, folks. It's already written in your Bibles. It's already written in your Qurans and your holy tablets, your tabloids, your books. So many content creators say so many pieces to a puzzle. Let me, you know what? Because I'm hungry. And I need to go get me something to drink. So, meaning I'm about to go drink when I'm about to eat. So, with that being said, I'm just tired of talking right now. And I might come back. I know I was getting deep, but y'all gotta check me out, man. I be going crazy. Like, just hit me up on my email. Check this out. You really want to chop it up with me, hit me up in the comments and just, you know what I'm saying, leave an email or just say you would like to talk to me, you know. That's cool, because I got a lot to say. We can chop it up. We can record it. We don't have to record it. It could be off record. It don't matter. I just talk. I go. If you don't believe me, the ones who know that I do this, you can comment and leave it in the comments and let them know what I be on. But I'm going to leave this here. So, this is kind of metaphorically speaking what I envision, I foresee. So, if anybody know what puzzles are, and if anybody ever did like jigsaw puzzles and whatever, 500 pieces, 750 pieces, 1,000, 2,000, 250, 200, 2,500, 5,000 piece puzzle, 10,000 piece puzzles, you know what I'm saying, 100 piece puzzles. So it's a box, and on that box, usually on the top front of that box, and like on each side going around, and it's like a square, box, square, rectangle, whatever. It has the picture of the puzzle of what you got to put together. Then when you open this box up, you have however many amount of pieces to put together individually. You have to find them and put them together to make them, once they put together, match that picture that was on top of the box. And you have to put them all in the right you know what I'm saying, connect them correctly in order for it to either connect right and look right. For it to be right. For it to be done. Completion. And what I see is this. It was a time that maybe this puzzle was put together. Then it was a time where this puzzle was taken apart. With this puzzle being taken apart, became a new time where all of the pieces to the puzzle were individually throughout specific numbers to everybody who was going to put that puzzle together. Collectively, but individually. Your individual puzzle will be complete once it's a collective finish of everyone finishing. Meaning, if I finish my puzzle and you didn't finish your puzzle, the actual puzzle won't be finished. So, with everybody getting puzzle pieces to try to finish their puzzle, another thing you have to realize during this time period, it was only puzzle pieces given out to do this puzzle. It was never a box given to show you what the puzzle looked like. Just a bunch of pieces. Just a bunch of pieces. Some of the pieces was so offset, being we don't know what the picture looked like, you don't know how to connect this piece to any other piece that you're looking at. Then it's also the thought of so many pieces there being, you're so overwhelmed, you don't even want to look at half of the load of pieces. And as long as you got this one piece and you connected that piece, you feel pretty confident that I'm going to just gradually connect one piece at a time. So, then you had a new time period come in. Mind you, everybody's working on those puzzle pieces. Some people working on them individually. Some people discouraged, don't want to work on it at all. Some people doing a pretty good job. Some people got help. Some people are scattered all over the place. Now, when that new time period came in, this was the box being shown. This is what you would call the wake up. The wake up is now the big picture is seen. The big picture has shown itself. It's no longer hidden. You got some people getting pieces of the puzzle together, but they never knew what it really looked like. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we're in a time where we already had puzzle pieces. Now the picture is shown for us to actually put the puzzle pieces together. Now it's just a time. It's just a time matter. Mind you, it's some who didn't even want to do the puzzle in the first place. Or think about the ones who didn't start on the puzzle but until now. Then you got some who, individually tried to put the puzzle together already. So just think of their role on already getting the puzzle. Now they got the picture in front of their face. Then you got some people who scattered everywhere, just putting pieces together. Little 2 pieces there, right here. 5 pieces right there. They did that whole little back right corner right there. They got 2 in the middle because they know it. You know what I'm saying? Basically, they know now because once they get the picture, they know where all the pieces are. So I had these 3 pieces. And now I know it's going to go right here at the top because now I know what the picture look like. You know what I'm saying? And then now all they got to do is just completely finish the puzzle. Ladies and gentlemen, that's where we at right now. We at the time frame now. The time period now that we're in is that puzzle box is shown to us who were putting the puzzles together. Not even all of us, like I said, was probably putting the puzzles together, and some of us probably still not going to put the puzzles together. But, like I said, collectively, until everybody who put the puzzle together collectively, then the grand puzzle will be done. But on that grand puzzle, for the ones who do finish their own individual puzzles, to get their piece inducted into the grand puzzle piece, it still won't be complete until the others complete their puzzle. But in the time of where we at right now, everyone who is putting puzzle pieces together, we have the box to see it. Stop being so backwards on yourself, as in, you know, you got puzzle pieces, and then but you just down on yourself, or you procrastinating to actually put it together when it's right there in front of your face because you got the box. Stop ignoring the fact that they're showing us the box. Stop ignoring the fact that they're showing us the picture. Stop ignoring the fact that the picture is right in front of our face. Stop ignoring the fact the world shut down, people. The only world everybody knows is shut down. Let's just go with that. You might have read of other worlds that they taught about, like BC, early AD. Now is now. It is uncharted territory. Knowing what the picture looked like, us putting these puzzle pieces together, because so many of us will go against each other and all this, and that's because we was just so wrapped up of those pieces we put together on that side, yet not having a whole puzzle put together to understand, it was one big picture. So as long as we play divide and conquer, you're not going to be able to put your puzzle together. Syncretism, synchronize, connect, right? So connect with all the other people who put those pieces together, so you can know how to put those pieces together in your own individual puzzle. So therefore, you can actually get your puzzle put together. Everybody put your puzzles together, you know what I'm saying? You say it's emergency martial law. So what? What does it matter if you're going to die from health problems? Ain't that what everybody die from every year anyway? Their health? Car accidents, machinery, violence, due to health problems. It's a health deficiency that causes any of those symptoms of people, emotions going off the roof. If you're in your animal brain, and you don't have to be, meaning you got more to give, and you built with more, why stay in the animalistic mind frame? Why be a savage, you carnivore? Get yourself together. Get your health right. I'm going to make other videos about health, but as far as I can say, it's a good brother on health. I can KT the Arc Degree. Check him out. He ain't the only person. He's just somebody that I like the way he delivered it, and I can understand him pretty well. For me to resonate it into my daily life. So, about 55 minutes in, y'all, of random talking. Still don't know what the video gonna call. Peace, love, and abundance. Stay safe. Stop all this fake, real coronavirus stuff. It's invisible. Your president said it's invisible. The term corona, when you look up the definition, has invisible inside of the definition, being the part of the sun that is invisible, or that isn't most, it is visible, but only certain times, so therefore it's more so invisible is visible. Yet, they write invisible for the term. And it's in my 1907 book, as well as, of course you could look up corona, but I got a encyclopedia from 1907 that actually got the word and the definition as well. And invisible is the last word in the definition. The last word of the definition is invisible. So, President talking about this invisible virus. Y'all keep that in mind, that it's called the coronavirus, the invisible virus. So he ain't speaking no falseness into the words that he's saying. Just to let you know that. That's the truth. So, people are dying, and they're going to continue to die. I've been preaching this fear porn, and I'm not trying to scare nobody, and it's just something I know. It only makes sense. You're going to die. As long as you live under the blue light and not the actual red light for the sun, and then the actual blue lights from the sun, and this artificial LED lights that you live by every day from this device that I'm on right now, and I should be wearing I think them kids done got me. Hold on. I think them kids done got me. Yeah, I should be having on my shades right now. Yeah, them kids got me. You need blue blockers. Everybody get your blue blockers. It block that blue light. That's why they call blue blockers. They shades that block blue light. You don't need that blue light. Using that blue light, that confuses the serotonin, and now your melatonin can't come in because your mind at night, because you on YouTube all night like me, your brain still think the sun is up. So your brain ain't even acknowledged that the sun went down yet. So your body ain't even producing what it's supposed to produce, and you getting your whole body out of whack. And if your whole body out of whack, everything's gonna go haywire. Everything's going haywire. Emotions change, feelings change, eating habits change, deficiencies occur. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You manipulating yourself. And then we also modifying ourselves. I mean, smart dust, nanotechnology, the foods, preservatives you put inside of your body that don't belong, the junk stuff, the stuff that don't belong in the body, that stuff, yeah. All of that stuff, plus the sun heating up for its, time frame, age of Aquarius. So the sun is at its temperature at this time. Things just changing. Antarctica is hot. On top of, you have people who know what's going on as far as the Earth goes, as far as it's doing this natural transitionings in order for a lot of different type of things and people and types of species to live. They have to adjust to the times that are coming. And that's why you have a lot of controlled weather. That's why you have a lot of high wattage technology. Because if the earth is an electric grid and everything is electromagnetic, what if the earth was a magnet grid and everything was magnet electricity? Magnet to electricity. What if that was it? Do you understand how 5G will survive now? And do you know what an EMP is? Electric grid go down. No more electric grid. But magnetism takes the place. So things like 5G will be able to survive. Because it's high wattage. How you get stuff to stick to a magnet? Peace, love, and abundance, y'all. I'm done.